Hello and welcome to the Deliciously Divine Kitchen. Today we're going to be making something a little bit different. I call it the tofu sandwich, but it's not exactly a sandwich because you don't use bread. It's all about the tofu. So we start out by a block of tofu. And what you do with the tofu before you get to this point, you wrap it in a kitchen towel and put something heavy on top of it so you drain a lot of the water off, because usually the store-bought tofu has a lot of water. So you want to get rid of a lot of that moisture. So that gets rid of the moisture. When it's sitting there for like about an hour, then you take it out and then it's ready to use. So you have your block of tofu and you're going to cut, I guess, like that thick. That even might be too thick, like that. 2, 3, 4. You want to end up with an even amount. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So you have 10 slices here. And here they are. These are going to be your sandwiches. We're going to have one on the bottom and one on the top. We're going to take them over to the frying pan now. We're going to put some olive oil in the pan. Put it on like medium-high heat. Going to let that get a little hot. And we're going to put 2 on here so you can see what they look like. Okay, so we're sizzling up the tofu. We put some soy sauce on top. Cooking quite nice. Just like anything else, just leave it for a while. Don't touch it. Don't go playing with it every 5 seconds. Just let it sit for a bit. And once you got them golden brown, you take them out and you put them on a plate with some paper towels to absorb the oil and let them cool for like about 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. Okay, so we're back to the sandwiches. This is what they're going to look like, nice and golden brown. Very, very simple recipe. It's like when you first become a vegetarian, you're looking for these, you think it's all about cheese, you think it's all about pasta, but it's beyond. It's like when I became a vegetarian 20 years ago, when I became a vegetarian 20 years ago, it's like, tofu, what's that? And now I'm making tofu sandwiches. Simple, so you can understand them. Anyway, we're going to take, this here is miso. Okay? Miso has seasons. The miso comes in all different varieties, and this here is a white miso. There is also a red miso. There is also a chickpea miso. There is also a barley miso. All different kinds of misos. The darker color misos are used in the winter months. They're for warming. The lighter shade misos, you use them in the summer months to cool. And so this is the white miso. The recipe originally calls for barley miso, but barley is really for the winter months. So we're going to go with the white one for the summer, even though we're at the tail end of the summer, but we're still in the summer. And then this here is almond butter, which you get all this stuff, by the way, in any health food store. Or you can get it online, I think. So now this is almond butter. So the almond butter, we have, wait a minute, hold on. This is 2 tablespoons of white miso. This is 2 tablespoons, looks like big 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of almond butter. You see, almond butter is really good for you. It's high in protein. This happens to be raw. So you got 2 tablespoons. Yeah, well, let's use all of it. 2 tablespoons of almond butter. This is brown rice syrup. It's a sweetener, not as sweet as your usual sweeteners. It's made from brown rice. We're going to put a half a teaspoon in that. It's not as bad as it sounds, actually. So you got your miso, you got your brown rice syrup, and you've got your almond butter. And you're going to stir that around and mix it. And you're going to make like a little paste. These are so good. And once you make them, they can sit in your refrigerator up to 2 or 3 days. And actually, the longer they're in there, but not too long. I mean, don't keep them in there for a month. They won't be good after a month. But they really get better. Like if you're in there for like, if they're in the refrigerator for like 3 or 4 days, they're really, I think they get better anyway. Now, this is how it works. Now we're going to take one to be the bottom. We're going to spread the miso on the bottom. Okay? Then we're going to take this and make a sandwich. Then we are going to, this is a sheet of nori. Nori is a seaweed. Seaweed's really good for you. And we're going to cut it like a strip out of it. I have some water here, and I'm going to put the strip in the water, the strip of seaweed. Then I'm going to take it and put it on the sandwich, wrap it around very gently because it breaks really easy. And voila, you have your tofu sandwich. Our tofu sandwiches. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, they look good, they taste good, they're good for you, and you have food when you get home. What else could you want? So here we go. We have another one gone here, and I appreciate you tuning in. And do come and say hello again. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, my website will be, not website, my blog will be posted with an email address if you have any questions about the recipes. Thanks again, and remember to take that peaceful moment for yourself. Now you're going to have a bite. Bon appetit.